Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Plant Fanatics. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a real treat that doesn't come around very often, and it's a pawpaw. I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to germinate a pawpaw seed and grow it into a tree. Alright guys, so first off, for some reason, the pawpaw, Asimina triloba, for some reason it always gets confused with the papaya. I'm not really sure why. If you search it in Google or anything, sometimes the papaya comes up and not the pawpaw. Pawpaw is something completely different than a papaya. I know that they're from the eastern United States, but they range, all over the United States because I live in Arkansas and there's wild trees here too. So let's go ahead and get right into this. What you're going to need for this is just a knife to cut the pawpaw open, a spoon to eat the pawpaw and also to get the seeds out, and a Ziploc baggie that says pawpaw, whichever fruit you're doing, and then the date that you're going to be starting the seeds so you know if the seeds are viable or not. And then I always just bring some paper towels here because it can get a little messy doing this sometimes. But anyway, let's get right into this. First thing you're going to want to do is open the pawpaw. And I usually eat pawpaws just by cutting it directly in half. And I just kind of feel for seeds as I'm doing that and kind of cut around them. But that wasn't an issue this time. It cut right in half. And now that's what the actual pawpaw fruit looks like. If you guys can get your hands on this, it's a really, really delicious fruit. And it doesn't taste like anything else that you could imagine. It's kind of got like a mango, banana, custard type of flavor. The reason you can't really find them in stores is because they don't have a long shelf life. They don't last very long. You got to put them in the fridge and then you might have them for like a week or so. But you can see right there, that's going to be the seed. It's a decently large seed. It doesn't really look like any other seed that I've seen, at least in this growing area. Pawpaws are a super tropical looking tree, so it's really cool that you can grow them in deciduous places where the trees are going to drop their leaves in the winter and it gets cold. This is one of the most awesome fruit that I've ever come across, and it tastes amazing. So before we even start getting these seeds out and showing you how to germinate them, I'm going to take this opportunity to eat this. So all you're going to want to do is get that seed out, and I actually just put it in my mouth to get that flesh off of it as much as I can. And that's what it looks like after I do that. And it kind of has like a sack over the seed a little bit, so you can it just peels right off if you scratch with your fingernails a little bit. And then honestly, the seed is it's decently dry after that. Oh, it's getting stuck on my finger. It's pretty dry after that, but I just take a paper towel anyway and just finish making sure it's super dry. And there you go. That's the seed. Pretty thin. Don't worry about that. That's completely normal. And just get as many of the seeds as you can out of these. They're decently abundant, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now that we have those seeds out, I just want to say that you guys be sure to really clean all the flesh off of those seeds. Make sure they're dry, because pawpaw seeds have to go through a dormancy period, which means that their germination is going to be a little bit different than other things that you guys have probably seen in my videos, like the lemon seed, which don't need a dormancy period. You're just trying to germinate them right off. But now what we're going to do after you clean those seeds off is we're going to get our soil. Just get a good quality soil, guys. Don't cheap out. I really like to use Miracle-Gro because, believe it or not, I have seen a real difference in my plants' root growth, just the overall health of my plants than when I buy the cheaper soils and try to save a buck. So don't cheap out on your soil. And if you wanted to be even more thorough, it's actually better probably to get a seed starting mix just from your local department store, Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, because those seed starting mixes are going to be sterilized, and they're also not going to have fertilizers in there in the quantities that the regular potting mixes are going to have. But honestly, I've had good success just using regular potting soil, so that's what I'm going to continue to use. But you guys can make your own decisions on that. So you just want your potting mix to be damp and not wet, because we're going to have to put these into the fridge. So just take all your seeds and drop them directly into the soil. And I just have this spray bottle here. And then I just kind of reach my hand in there, mix it around, get all those seeds into the soil. And after you've got them mixed up really well in that soil and the soil is damp, just close your bag. Get all that air out of there. And after you have them like this, you're just going to go ahead and put them into your fridge. I usually just keep my seeds that I'm trying to break dormancy in the fridge for about 3 months, 90 days or so. And after that, you'll be able to pull them out, put them into individual pots, and grow them that way. But I'm going to germinate these along with you guys, so get your pawpaw seeds, do what I've shown you here, and then I'm going to make new videos showing the rest of the process so you guys can just follow along. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like, and let's grow some pawpaw seeds together. After you guys get your seeds started and they sprout after going through their dormancy period, this is what you can expect to see after a few months. This is just a little seedling pawpaw. And you can tell it's not very old, still very small. And I've already got this in the ground. I've got this cage around it to protect it. And now let me show you guys one that's a bit older. This pawpaw has been in the ground for probably about 3 years now. And as you can see, I'm about 6'1", and this is just about as tall as me. It's a little shorter probably, but so after they get their initial root system going, they start taking off. I could potentially see a small bit of fruit off of this next growing season. I haven't had any fruit off of it yet, but yeah, keep growing your seedlings, guys. Let them get older, and hopefully you'll get some good fruit in the future. Thanks for watching.